Seems as though there's trouble in paradise again for Richard Sherman as he gets his second DUI in the last 2 years. Tune in.
Sherman was previously arrested for driving under the influence, in addition to 4 other charges in July of 2020 when he crashed his SUV in a construction zone and tried to break into its in-laws' home. According to Mike Florio, this arrest could be a huge problem for Sherman. In March of 2022, he pleaded guilty to first-degree negligent driving, which included 2 years of monitor supervision. The 2-year period has not yet expired.
Shit.
I know Sherman a little bit. I used to speak to him a lot when he played. You know, we would touch base, and I was, offer insight about not his game, because I didn't play the cornerback position, but about how he should handle certain situations. And when he took the job at FS1, I talked to him occasionally about what to expect and how to prepare and how to become great. Because I said, I believe you want to be great just like you were when you played the cornerback position. So this is really tough for me. But what I don't understand is that Sherm has been in this situation before, and for him to allow himself to put himself back in harm's way.
Right.
Because you do realize this isn't about you. Because once you inebriated and you become behind the wheel, you bring everybody else that's on the road, you bring them to the equation.
Yes, sir.
Now he got stopped. Luckily, no one got hurt. Mm-hmm. But how many times? We just saw a guy get 12, 13 years in Henry Ruggs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speed.
Lady lost her life. He lost his career.
Right.
And Sherm had just gone through this in 21, not even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Not even 2 years ago, Ocho.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I get it, Ocho. And people are like, well, Shannon, why they want? I say, bro, people need you to see that Ferrari. They need you to see that Lambo or that Range or that Cullinan. If I take a Uber or a Lyft because I'm driving, you not going to see that. Yeah. I need to pull up to the club and you need to see me get out. Them guard-wing doors, when them guard doors open up. Mm-hmm. You need to see that $250,000 car that I got. If I come up in an Uber, if I come up in a Lyft, bro, come on now.
Yeah.
That's the thinking.
Yeah.
But, Ocho, we've seen enough to know that can happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've seen some people that you know and seen it happen to and saw it happen to. So this notion that, oh man, that can never happen to me. Ocho, I was the same way. I ain't never wore a seatbelt. The first time I wore a seatbelt was in 1999. You know what happened? Derek Thomas got in a car accident. He got thrown from a car because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. I knew DT. Yeah, we had our issues, but I knew DT. We hung out together. We partied together. We worked out together, and we went to numerous Pro Bowls together where he drove and I was in the car with him, and we laughing and talking. So that was a personal situation. Like, oh hell, that happened. It ain't somebody in Kansas that I didn't know.
Right,
man, that's somebody I really, really knew.
Mm-hmm.
And for Sherm to put himself back in harm's way and to bring and potentially bring others, that's what I'm most disappointed in because he knows better.
Yeah, listen, I love Sherm. Very, very good friend of mine. Obviously, spoken to him many of times throughout the years. Over the years, I respect him as a player. I respect him as a man. I respect him as an individual with a brilliant mind. Someone with a brilliant mind with great knowledge of the game on and off the field. Obviously, I'm disappointed in his decision to want to continue to drink after having situations in the past before. As someone who has made mistakes in life as well, I have learned from those mistakes. I have learned from those lessons and those times. I know what it's like, those times of getting in trouble and it's dark. There's no help. All those that were in your corner, obviously, when it's time for those to support you, everybody gone. I know what it's like. I know what Sherman's probably going through right now. You got to fix it. You got to fix it. It's tough. How do you fix it? I don't know. Especially
you got to get help because clearly that's an issue that he wants to drink and feel he can drive.
Right.
And matter.
Right. And what's funny? It's funny that I really have it's hard for me to speak on the topic outside of the mistake itself because I've made mistakes in life myself, but I'm not a drinker. So I'm not sure how hard it is for someone to give up on something, give up on something like alcohol. Is it really that hard to give up, especially if it's affecting now not just other people's lives, but your livelihood and the work that you do? So it's hard for me to talk on it. So I'm curious. You would know better than I do when it comes to alcohol. Is it that difficult to stop?
How about I put it to you like this? You take your worst situation. Would you put yourself back in that situation again?
No. Oh, no.
I got to give you, what I try to do is that I try to give people things that you don't drink. So you don't know what it's like to stop drinking or drink and then try to get behind the wheel. Right. How about I put it to you like this? I take your worst situation and then would you put yourself back in that situation again?
Because you know what? If you take my worst situation that I've had, I'd never recover again because I ain't getting a second chance.
See?
I'm not getting another chance. It ain't happening. Come hell or high water. And it wasn't nothing but God's favor. It wasn't nothing but God's favor. You know, I don't do all that preaching and God this and God that. But I know good and goddamn well how I'm back where I fell from again. It ain't no goddamn luck. Damn, I mean, listen, I love Sherman to death, man. I hope he gets the help that he needs.
Yes.
I'm sure he will, being the brilliant mind that he is, outside the mistake that he's made, the reoccurring mistake that he's made, he gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be all right. But you can't put not just yourself in harm's way, but others as well on the road.
That's the thing, Ocho. It's not an isolated incident. It's just not you.
Right.
Because guess what? You brought every other car that's on the road at the time that you're on the road, you brought them into the equation.
Right. Right.
And but it didn't. But I'm saying, we always say, well, it didn't happen. But then when it does happen, I'm saying thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers ain't help nobody.
Right. Right.
I just like I said, I know Sherm, and I just hate that he put himself back in this situation. Right. We after the Super Bowl, Delaney Walker in 2013, he lost his uncle and aunt. No, his uncle and aunt were killed by drunk drivers 5 hours after watching him play in the Super Bowl. Donnell House, he lost his sister-in-law and 3 nephews that were killed by drunk drivers a few years ago. Nephews were 5, 2, and 7 months.
You know, I don't think when you think about
your reaction time, Ocho, you never look. Your reaction time is so much slower.
It's bad, huh?
Yes, it's kind of like when you don't have enough sleep. Your reaction time, if they keep you up and they put people through tests in the military, they want you to be able to function. That's why they wake your ass. That's what they call it, Hell Week. They put you through the test where you still got to function, but your reaction time is not the same when you get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. So
that's crazy.
You know how, Ocho, just think about it. When somebody flashed their hand in front of your face, all they do is right this, and the ball to hit the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the reaction.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Damn.
But Sherman, man, bro, take time. Get this problem solved, bro. Because you better than this. You have a lot to give. And I would hate to see you really, really not only hurt yourself, but harm someone else. Right now, your television career should be the last thing that's on your mind. The first thing that should be on your mind is getting the help that you need so you can be there for your family, your friends, and your loved ones that's counting on Richard Sherman. So we're praying for you, bro. Thank God nobody was injured, but we wish you the best and get the help that you need.